Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are in the world. I'm in London. We're doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Christ Triumphant. The title today: Everyday duties of life are important. The scripture reading is taken from Luke 16 verse 10. Whoever is faithful in a very little is faithful also in much. When Elisha followed Elijah and travelled with him, he was first given the position of a servant. He had to perform the humble duty of pouring water on the hands of Elijah. Yet he kept at the humble work until the last journey. There it was to be revealed to him that Elijah was to be translated. Called as Elisha was from the 12 yoke of oxen and the plow, he followed Elijah without complaint, leaving a wealthy home where he was beloved to attend the prophet in his uncertain life. He willingly fulfilled the very humblest duties. His connection with Elijah revealed that he had traits of character that would endure test and trial, that he was a valuable young man with precious traits of character. Trials and temptations he had in abundance, but he relied upon God in trying circumstances. His surroundings of wealth and comfort were a temptation. In his home he was fully capable of ruling, but in the service of Elijah he must obtain an experience. He must learn how to serve under a ruler, that he might learn to serve God. Many errors are entertained by people in their vocations. They overestimate their capabilities, and in test and trial reveal that they need a different kind of experience that they have had in order to be a labourer together with Christ. Persons who do not see their need of serving God in little things, doing humble work, give unmistakable evidence that they are not fitted to serve in the larger things. In overlooking the humble service as non-essential, they bear testimony that they cannot be trusted with larger responsibilities. The idea that prevails in some minds, and that is difficult to change, an idea they have permitted to be unconsciously woven into their experience, is that a certain position of gentility and dignity must be maintained, or else their influence will be marred in their work of preaching. But when these learn to minister, they will know that humble, active service means to interest themselves in the duties of everyday life and to obtain the education essential to do the ordinary duties of life in any small vocation. It may be tilling the soil, in following the plow, in sowing, or in reaping. There is to be no neglect or low estimate of the lowly, everyday duties of life. True conversion to God will act as leaven in every phase of duty in the relationships of life. Then, if the Lord sees us faithful in that which is least, diligent and persevering in the use of our physical powers, doing with our hands that which someone must do, he will say, "Come up higher. You may be entrusted with greater responsibilities." That title again. Everyday duties of life are important. So Elisha, who became the prophet for God, taking over the mantle from Elijah, started with his family ploughing, tilling the soil, working the ground. It says the family were wealthy, but he still did his family duties of working the farm, tilling the soil, ploughing, having the 12 oxen. Then he gave all that up to follow Elijah and serve Elijah. And serving Elijah, he became his steward or servant or assistant. And he used to wash his hands and do other menial duties. Until God informed him that Elijah will be translated and he will take over Elijah's mantle. Which is a great, great responsibility. So in our life now, in our age now, where we are, where we live, how we live in this society, we must be willing to do what we need to do to live this life. We all have bills to pay in some shape or form. And so we have to get some work to get some money, or however we aim to do it. And it's not about, I'm this good, I should be doing this good work. It's not always about that. It's about, I've got bills to pay, I've got responsibilities to keep up. So I need to do what I need to do just so I can meet these demands. It can be very humbling, but there's nothing wrong with being humble. Doing what you need to do to pay the bills or to meet the requirements you need to meet, the responsibilities you'll have, and then we take it from there. Just remember, God is always in control.